team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
From the gun, the running back has it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides to back on the option to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these...
Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Here's the pressure. Got his man quickly. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again, fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. The ball pops out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you? Oh, they knock it free! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders... It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Perez wants to throw. They're working that right side. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for...
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. That's caught. It's Buchanan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. They're going to run it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Perez to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the left side. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's the handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to throw, it's Nolan. He's got him in the flat. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking for a gap. It's Monroe. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Perez wants to throw. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Ducks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Sure hands, it's Henderson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
After that last completion, it's second down. The play action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Perez to throw. Back open in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Huffman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Huffman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Max looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Sets up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's caught. It's Smith. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Perez wants to throw. Puts it out of the air. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Lots of running room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time, now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might prefer a fair catch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here. Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. To the air, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Ferguson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. 2nd down and 6 from their own 10. Looking to fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game.
There he goes. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Owen. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Auburn, 14. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Lewis wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Finds his tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 20.
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They go to the draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub. And really,
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Auburn!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming into this one, we won.